Hi guys, this is Maria Escalon, Jasmine's mom. How are you today? Hope everything's good, doing good. I'm here today. Welcome to Jasmine's Cakes and More, a lot more. I'm here today because I want to show you guys how I make tamales. A lot of people think they are expensive, but they're not. I mean, if you think about it, these are individual corn husks that I have to buy by the bag. Natalia, bring me some California chilies. And so I clean this husk twice, and then I have to maintain. These are the ones I will be using right now. And then I have to maintain them in hot water over here, the washed ones already, and then I bring them to another place. So anyway, you can make your tamales as big as you want. Me, personally, I kind of like to use a certain size. This is my size. Because you can use a big, see this one compared to this one. You can use a big corn husk, this huge. But then your tamal is gonna be a huge square thing, ugly. In my opinion, it's an ugly thing. And I like the tamales to be that shape. Those are pork tamales that I have, and I will be freezing those here soon. But that's the way I like them. I like them to be in a uniform size. And so what I usually do, now this is corn masa. This is corn masa or cornmeal. This is prepared with the, how would you call it, Jasmine? When I cook the meat, in this case it's the pork meat. And so I use the water from the pork meat and all the flavorings. And then I use I use two kinds of chili pods. And this is the California, as you can see, chili California right there. And I usually buy this, and I don't lie, because you can see the price. This is a good price right now. I can pay as much as $7.99 for one bag. And I use two kinds. This is a California chili pod. It's red and beautiful, as you can see. You can see that both are not the same. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. And I think this might be a guajillo mixed in with the California, but I'm not sure though. But I usually use the guajillo and the California for my mixes. They have good flavor. My tamales are not hot tamales because family eat them, you know, kids and everybody. Unless you specifically ask me for hot tamales, I will use another kind of chili in addition to this one. Dame chile de árbol, Natalia, por favor. And that'll make it hot. And of course, a lot of people think that that doing this is easy. It's not. As you can see, it's individual tamal for each tamal. I usually sell my tamales for $10 a dozen. A lot of people think that's expensive, but you know, if you see all the work that goes into making one single tamal, I'm gonna get two out of this one. Looks easy when I'm doing the tamales, but then again, we worked our way here to the USA making tamales. We paid our debt. My mom paid her a lot of debts making tamales. So you know, this is a nice way of learning, of earning income. And if you let me show you the chile de árbol. When you ask for hot tamales, this is the one that I also put in there. And as you can see, I of course fix it up. I kind of cook it, and as you can see, it's ripping hot. So it will be hot. If you ask for hot tamales, you can get hot tamales. These are just regular yes, regular tamales right here. And so, as you can see, I spread each one individual. There's no machines here. It's just my hands, me, myself, and I. And I really enjoy. I love what I do. I love cooking. I wish I could just have one huge kitchen, you know, one of those huge stoves, or maybe a chimney, and I can cook all the way myself through. I mean, gosh, I enjoy what I do. I really do. And sometimes when we've had bad times, financially speaking, when I need to, I will make tamales, and thank God for my friends and everybody that have usually helped me out by buying my tamales. And I try to make the best with the whole flavor, because if I don't like the meat, or if I don't like something, I will keep on adding whatever it is that I add, which is a lot of spices. I love spices. And if I don't like the flavor, then I assume you will not either. So I really do enjoy what I do. So whenever, you know, the pork tamales are $10, chicken tamales are $10 a dozen, and the Philadelphia cheese is with jalapenos, and those are $15. The reason being that, as you can see, these little things are expensive, or more expensive, and I will not make too many tamales out of these two little things. Now, I can buy sometimes the 3-pound Philadelphia cheese in Sam's, but you know, if I get there, fine. If I don't, I will use that one. And of course, it is jalapeno peppers also. And if you ask, I will not put the jalapeno peppers in there. So it's your choice. But you have to let me know. If not, I will be making regular tamales with this. And this is the way I spread. As you can see, it's not hard, but it's not easy. This is something that I can do with no problem, because my mom taught me very little. You know, when I would come home from school, what was the thing that she was making? She was making tamales. When I left to anywhere, what was she making? She was making tamales. She had to. She used to she used to work for a restaurant, and we would make 120 dozen tamales every other day when it was the season for the the winter Texan that we called over there in Texas, because I was brought up in the border. So when it was time for the winter Texans to come by, it was 123 dozen, 120 dozen every other day. So when I was in high school, as soon as I came home, even in junior high, my mom had this pile. And this is nothing. I have a whole bunch of these in the freezer. As soon as I would come home from school, and later on from Hager, I used to work at Hager's, making fine clothing for men. And she would have this thing piled up with it, and we would have to make tamales. I mean, I couldn't leave my mom there by herself, so I know how to spread. Me and Zenaida, Ubalina, we were brought up doing this, so this is a natural thing for us. I mean, making 50 pounds of cornmeal, to me, is nothing. I can have this thing is full of, I fill it up, and this is what, 25 pounds? And this was 25 pounds of lard, and so I just fill it up and then just take it from there. And so, as you can see, it's a thing that you have to learn, and if you can do it fast, I mean, sorry, if you can do it fast, it's not a difficult thing, but it's a good thing. I mean, I enjoy it, and I've made up to 80 dozen in one weekend, and I thank God for that opportunity and that strength. But because by the end of the day, what hurts the most is your back and your tushy, right? But it's all good. So this is the way. I just wanted to show you how we make tamales, or here at Jasmine's place, and a lot more. Jasmine's cakes and a lot more. I say a lot more because we can do a lot more. I will be teaching some things, cakes that people say it's the impossible cake and all this and that. It's not impossible, really, it's not. Jasmine right now is doing her finals. I mean, she's in her final semester, I think it is, and she's in school, so she's not been very active. But she loves to bake. That's her thing, baking. She surpassed her master, so that's a good thing. She goes over and beyond. I mean, I'm used to the 70s, 1980s kind of cake. You know what I mean? If you got married at that time, you know what cakes I'm talking about. But she's surpassed. She uses all kinds of stuff, and so I can't. I'm just way too old-fashioned for that. But anyway, I wanted to show you this, and I hope you enjoy. And if you want to order, we can deliver. You know, all area, but it has to be a certain amount, of course, because I want to make my gas worth it, right? So if you order 7 dozen or more, we will deliver. And remember, if you want your tamales to be hot, you have to be specific. If not, they will just taste ordinary tamales. Well, they're not ordinary tamales, but you know, regular flavor, no hot, not hot, not to me anyway. So give us a call or leave us a message. Jasmine, Judith, or Sarah E will answer you back, and they always get back to me. But if you ever want to place a big order or catering with tamales, we do that also. I've done it for Sheriff Mario, and I think they were pretty happy with that. And so I'm glad that he was happy, and up to this day he keeps ordering. So I'm just glad that him and Rusty keep ordering from me, and that's thanks to my friend Chelene. And so thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the way I make my tamales. And if you want some, this Saturday I will be making some, but I need to know at least a couple of days before. It takes time to cook, and I do everything fresh, so you know, it's got all the flavors, all the good stuff on there. So God bless you, and keep safe, and keep America great again, and make America great again. We have that potential to be great people, to love our nation, respect our nation, and love it for what it is. We are a free nation. God has blessed in this nation greatly, like you have no idea. And unless you come from a third world country, you will know that. Be blessed, and be happy that we are living in a free country. And so thank you so much. We'll see you. Bye.